The corpus delicti, yeah, the body of crime. The fact of a transgression actus reus reflects the simple principle that a crime must be proved to have occurred before anyone can be convicted for having committed it. Now, the definition of corpus delicti often becomes important. Essentially, it signifies merely the fact of the specific loss or injury sustained. An example being the death of a victim or burning of a house. B, to this added also by most courts the criminal agency of some person. Yeah. An example, it's not a mere accident. Yes. Now in C, a few courts also include evidence of the accused's identity with the deed. But this is absurd, for it virtually signifies making corpus delicti synonymous with the whole charge. Yes. Now, this actus reus, yeah. It's a simple principle that a crime must be proved to have occurred before anyone can be convicted for having committed it. Yes. Now, I've been asking for the prosecution of those that have been committing crimes. Yeah. And you've refused to execute the laws of the United States. And while I've been telling you about this for the last 4 years, yes, your whole thought was, well, we are just going to fabricate fake evidence, yes, premeditated, deliberate, yes, with the intention of having Paul put into a mental institution, knowing he wasn't in Jefferson County on June 16th of 2017, yes, and knowing that the emails that he sent in the year 2017 had nothing about any frivolous content. Yes. See, when you put me in jail for 27 days and I got out, yeah, I decided that I would inform as many individuals as possible, yes, that do have the liability for the enforcement of the laws, yes, of your seditious conspiracy to deprive American citizens of their rights. Now, Sheriff, I don't have my sons because of your crime. It's obviously a crime, yes, to play this game called we're going to say somebody's crazy, yes, because it has always worked in the past. And we know how to put somebody away even though they are innocent of any wrongdoing, yes. Now, I don't like being the target of your seditious conspiracy that refuses to execute the laws because eventually all those little kids will become the target of all your anger and hatred. Yes. And they will live in a nation that uses terror against American citizens. Now, you said I can't do anything. You all conspired together because you were upset that I wanted to have sex with your wives. Yes. And the whole thought was, well, I'm going to defend my family. Yes. And we are going to shut this guy down right now. That's what we're going to do. When you marry somebody in the family, that is your personal vagina for the rest of your lives. Yes. And you weren't content with that. The thought was, well, we've had 2, 3, 4 children. Yes. And I'm going to make something that looks like my spouse that I can pay to have sex with me. Yes. Because I'm going to take the sexuality of my spouse so that she no longer has any sexual appetite. Because you, in your family, have this idea that men have to have sex every day, yes, and women don't have to have sex after they've given birth to the children that you wanted to have as your offspring. And then you use your children, yes, to cause terror in their minds because your family is very involved in the perversion of what is known as taboo. Now, let's say that I have a really good idea of exactly what you've been doing. You torture your children. You take the sexuality of your wives, yes, and you put it on lookalike spouses, yes, so that you can have sex with a lookalike right now. And then through the minds of your look-alike spouse, yes, you put your look-alike children on there so that you can have sex with your prepubescent male and female children. Now, the perversion of the family, yes, is that you're old enough. Yes, there is no limits to the perversion of the family. Yes, you'd make a look-alike of your 13-year-old daughter if you would. You'd have her be on your look-alike spouse if you would. And it's as